Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Humble Tea. This is episode number 5, episode 5, and today we have a very special guest named Charmaine Makeda.
Thank
She's
you.
my friend. She's my friend. And she also is an amazing artist and somebody that I really look up to and inspires me, and just somebody very genuine and just has amazing vibes and just an amazing personality, and somebody that I'm glad to call my friend.
Aww.
So everybody, welcome. Snap.
Oh, thank you. That was so sweet.
But one of the main reasons why I wanted you here on my show was because Charmaine is definitely someone that I can connect with when it comes to talking about our testimonies, talking about our healing journeys, and how it's never ending and we're always becoming someone new as we go along. So she's definitely someone very self-aware and self-conscious. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I get what you were saying.
I'm self-conscious. that was a Freud
No,
slip.
feel you.
I'm self-conscious, but no, someone who's self-aware, consciously self-aware.
Yeah,
but that's what I meant. She knew what I meant.
I know what you feel.
That's my
you
baby.
know, I get
She
what you
knows
mean.
me. She knows me. But oh my gosh, one of her songs we have to talk about. It's my favorite song. I want to say it's called "See You Again."
Yes.
See you again. I love that one. I made her put that song on in the car, and I was just like, oh my god. I was like 10 years from now, when you're at the Grammys, I'm gonna be like, damn, I remember when I listened to this right in the flesh, and I experienced it and stuff. So I just gonna let you talk a little bit about your music and what inspired you to become, an artist, become your identity, fitting into your identity.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Okay, I guess I can talk about that. Well, as far as singing goes, I've been singing since I've been talking. So I've been singing since I was 2, and besides that, performing in front of crowds since I was 5. So I always sang in the church and stuff like that. But I basically broke off and started doing my own thing, kind of when I started my whole spiritual awakening and my journey, when I really started to put out my own music and take that step of really just putting it all out there. And then ever since then, it's just been beautiful, to be honest, because I always loved to sing and I always wrote music, but now I'm just sharing it with the world, so it's nice. And I forgot what else you asked me.
You're fine.
I forgot
what else. It's been a very interesting day
for
the both of us, so we're just
look. I be forgetting.
I'll take a sip for that real quick.
Sure.
Poor Danny over here is just man.
Right, dealing with our craziness.
There's too much estrogen in this room right now.
There's a little too much going on.
I feel
all this hairspray.
I feel I got my period. I'm just kidding.
Hell nah. He syncs up that quick. No. You can't play with me. You know you can't play with me.
Fuck. I was I feel my annoying ass sisters are right here, bitching about everything that's wrong with the world.
So much is wrong.
I know, right? But I guess
it got deep.
I guess what I was trying to get to was what was that moment of clarity, that epiphany that you have, that was just I need to get on it, and I need to kickstart my dreams right now. What was the thing that that moment that just pushed you to just go ahead and take action on your dream, to go ahead and go forward with your dreams, with being an artist, because you are on Apple Music, and I got your album in my Apple Music.
Thank you. I appreciate the support.
I really do like that song.
That's
I'm
love.
Her number one fan right now. Just oh my god,
that's love. I appreciate you.
I swear.
No, I appreciate that for real. But I guess what did it for me, me having that epiphany, I need to do this shit for real, would probably be I always knew it's what I wanted to do. It's not me performing or being an artist or writing songs or singing. None of that was new. I always knew that was what I wanted to do. But I think I got to a certain point in my life where I was just looking around, and I was just realizing what I was doing, and I was just I have a crazy opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like one of the first like people in my family to not have a kid like as a teenager.
Girl,
so I'm like saying
that's
like
a big
I was
flex
literally the first
right
woman.
there.
That's what I'm saying. Like
nothing against
no,
mothers.
not
like,
even. I'm just saying like I have that luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like because I have the knowledge, you know, that they didn't have, and I was able to take their advice and really look and examine the situations around me and see that that's not something I wanted, you know?
Yeah.
And then I just got to a point where I was like, I don't have that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not married because I was in a very serious, like, committed relationship, and I ended that. And I knew I didn't want to do that, and I cut off ties with certain, like, you know, toxic family members, and I went to school, and I was, like, in school for psychology, and that didn't really work out, and I was just like, you know, no, I just gotta do what the fuck I want to do, and then I'll be happy, because I'm like, I feel like I'm constantly not happy, and that's the thing, like, that I love that I did after I went to, like, you know, college and shit. Like, I just started getting real jobs. Like, I worked as a receptionist, I worked in finance, like, I worked in different areas to really see what it would be like, you know?
Yeah, to see if you liked it or not.
Yeah, to see if I really fucked with that, to see if that was really something I could do, and that really made me realize that this is not something I could ever do. And, like, and that's no disrespect to anybody that does that shit, you know? But I'm just saying, for me, that's not it. I was like, baby, I can't be behind this desk. Like, baby, I'm not meant to be behind no desk my whole life. Like, I got to see the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to sing. I got to get my thoughts out there. And really, it just got to the point where my music was all that I had, you know, like at a certain point, because I lost a lot of shit, you know, like when I left, like that toxic relationship, and I like cut off a lot of that toxic family, and I really had to isolate myself, and I like didn't have a lot of friends. Like, I maybe had like maybe one friend, you know what I'm saying, on some real shit. Like, I really had to like just, once I was stripped away of all that shit, the only thing that made me want to live was like writing and singing my music. And that's when I knew that's what I had to do, because it was your chance. It was your second chance. Yeah, for real. It was your second chance to reinvent yourself. Exactly. That's what it feels like. To be the person I want to be. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. I love that. And she sings so good, guys. So, thank you. Again, Charmaine Makeda. Go on Apple Music. Download her music. It's very good. I love her. She's amazing. Beautiful voice. Thank you. All the time. So, something that I also like admire about you is that you're a vegetarian. Girl, my Mexican ass. I just no, I can't. I tried. Okay. I did it before for like 4 months, and I lost a lot of weight. And the only reason why I was able to be committed to it was because I kept getting sick when I was eating meat. It was like this weird, I don't know, my body was just going through something. Yeah. And I took it as a spiritual sign. I was like, this is like, and it was during a spiritual awakening that I was like rejecting meat. My body was just rejecting it. So it only lasted like 4 months, and then eventually like I started like becoming more comfortable. I started eating chicken, and then it became turkey, and then it became cheeseburgers and pizza again, you know. And occasionally, don't judge me, I eat hot dogs still, okay? Oh, not the I know. That's hot, honey. I know, bitch. I know. No, I'm kidding. Girl, eat your hot dog shit. Honestly, I ain't eating it. You eating it. You know, eat your hot dog. If you eat hot dogs, eat your hot dog. You like immune to the corona, I swear. If you eat hot dogs, you are immune to the corona, because you don't know what the fuck. Probably, because you eating all that shit. Like, you know, like, that shit probably got the corona in it. Honestly, fucking. That shit probably pig assholes. I'm eating pig asshole and cow asshole. Like, who knows? Girl. Nope. Sips tea. Okay. Hair tug real quick. Good. Wait a minute now. Okay. Right. Oh my god. But what was I guess tell me a little bit about that, like your vegetarian journey, and like what's helped you stay committed. And because I need the recipe, because I for several reasons, for like spiritual reasons and health reasons. Like I said, when I stopped eating meat for 4 months, like that was the skinniest I've ever been. That's why I'm like, damn, like summer's coming up. It wouldn't be terrible to be vegan for a season or summer two. Body, like almost summer veggie body. Get back on track. But I guess like share that with us. Yeah, so I decided to go vegetarian like probably like 3.5 years ago now, almost 4 years. So yeah, like it's been a minute. It's crazy to think about.
Good
like
for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what really did it for me? Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, it is.
It was because like my family, like.
Especially like
no, not the
not
vegetarian,
assuming, but like because we all grew up like either mid or like low, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like cheaper food was always like
meat.
Not healthy for you, you know. So it was just because it was easier for us to afford. Like me specifically, like we grew up poor, like so of course all we ate was fucking hot dogs and like mystery meat and like all this different shit.
I feel you though. Bologna sandwiches.
Get
you guys.
That's why like when
lunch.
People like us, you know, like say they're vegetarian, I'm like, props to you. Like,
but yeah.
I know our families be looking at us like, you crazy.
Right.
Like,
Nah, it be like that though. Like, shit. What you got is what you got. God damn it, you know? And that's what I'm saying. Like, and I really didn't have a problem with eating meat for the longest, but it was like, first I actually started not eating pork. Like, because I heard, you know, what everybody hears about pork. It's not a secret.
That people give up. It's pork.
It started with that pork. Like, and it was even before I knew I was going to be a vegetarian, because I didn't even think about like cutting out meat totally. Like, I had thought about it before, like when I was like 13 maybe, and I was a vegetarian for like a day. And then like it didn't last. So I was like, the animals.
I eat chicken nuggets for a day.
Right. I was like, the animals. And then like my dad, I think he made like steak that night, and I was like, yeah, it's okay. So
it's kosher steak, so it's okay. It was blessed to have it in me,
baby. That shit was good. But like, that was my history with it. So I first started with the pork, and then like after I stopped eating pork, like after about like a year of not eating it, like I can't smell it. Like if somebody's cooking that shit, I gotta leave the room. That shit hurt my stomach. Like,
man, I want to get
that shit turns my stomach.
I want to get to the point where like French fries make me throw up, because that's
my
guilty pleasure.
I'm not at that point.
French fries.
I still eat some. I'll fuck up some
you
fries.
always
That's
eat
vegan.
French fries.
Right? Don't.
No, but like
wait
potatoes,
a minute now.
I'll eat potatoes like every meal of the day. Like I'll eat potatoes.
That's how you stay thick as a vegan. That's how I got ass. No, I'm
just kidding.
No, but for real, that's how you gotta get them carbs.
Ain't nothing back there. Just kidding.
It's on the way.
Yeah,
it's on the way.
It's marinating.
Your
right
booty
now.
in the meal.
Right. Yes, I know. It's almost there.
Right. It's poking out. That's all that matters. As long as you got a little poke.
Okay, before my back used to hurt when I was sitting on for a long time. Now it don't. Okay, now I should be poking. We good.
That's right. She said, silhouette challenge me now. Period.
Right.
So, but yeah, no. So, it really started with the pork, and then after that, like, it was mainly for health reasons, because like in my family, like diabetes like runs in my family, cancer runs in my family, hypertension, high cholesterol, like all that runs in my family. So like it really got real when my mom was diagnosed with like type 2 diabetes. That's when it really got real for me, and I was just like, what the fuck is we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why does everyone in the family have this shit? Like, I'm like, literally, like, she was the last person to get it. I thought about it, and all my aunts, you know, my grandma, like everybody was sick, and I'm just like, why? And then my dad, he had high cholesterol, you know, and then he had other health problems like RA and stuff, and like all these things, you know, and I just saw a pattern, and I'm like, really, what's the common denominator? Because that's the thing about me. Like, I be thinking, like, I'm an overthinker, and I like research. So I be, let's get to it. So I just got into it, and I started reading up on this shit. Like, I started looking into documentaries, and I watched like What the Health and like a bunch of other ones about the dairy farm.
About that documentary.
Oh, you better watch What the Health, girl.
Everyone tells me that that's how they became vegetarian, was by watching that shit.
Yes, it's gonna get you together, because like it's just like, here are the facts, bitch. Like,
I don't know though, because I think I'm just so deep in that like
you never know until you try. You know, you
could like show me. Oh my god, this sounds so fucked up. So I was walking in downtown Naperville, and you know those protesters, the people that like do very dramatic protesting, like
PETA and shit.
Like they'll be holding televisions on themselves, and they'll show you videos of like animals being slaughtered.
Oh
and,
yeah, they be doing too much.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see all that.
I'm all about. I know, yeah. Like I'm all for like supporting what you believe in, like go on strike,
to violate
like,
anyone's
freedom
eyes,
of
though,
speech,
like,
all that shit. But like,
extra.
yeah, all that. I'm just like, that's a bit like, Come on, like we know we don't gotta see it. Like I know it's fucked up. So I remember this lady was just like having this whole conversation about me about cows being ripped from their mothers for milk and all shit. I'm just like, well, I'm lactose intolerant. I don't even like eat dairy.
Right, like this whole time you could have asked me if I drank milk before you even started doing all
Literally,
this.
it was just like locking me in, and then she shows me a video of like a fucking like a cow getting slaughtered. I'm just like, damn. I was just like, and that same night I fucking went to Texas Roadhouse and I ordered a steak. I'm like, damn.
Said,
I'm like, yeah, that cow was cute as fuck, and it was a cute little calf, and I'm just like, that's a cute cow, and I'm just like,
I'm dead.
I'm just like, I don't know that cow. Like, I don't know that cow.
I ate it.
Right? Like, I don't care. It's not my cow. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. I was the same
know.
Like before.
I know,
it wasn't really like the humanity part of me that made me turn. I wish I was that nice of a person. But
well,
no.
because you're breaking generational curses by making that choice.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just saying, like, I wish I was humane enough to do it just because the animals were dying. Like, I'm sorry. I was like, girl, them animals gonna die. Okay, but now that I've changed,
yeah,
I came to the veggie side of things. I see, and agriculturally, it's like it's better for the environment and shit. You know what I'm saying? If you just eat plant-based, and even if you like support your local farmers, by shopping with them, and going to your like locals farmers market, it just makes a hell of a difference. And it's way cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, I used to think that shit, like, everybody always tells me, like, not even everybody, like, just some people.
Yeah.
Like, ignorant people, they'll be like,
stigma.
oh, you must got money
because you're vegetarian.
And I'm like, bitch, no. I shop at Aldi. Like, you don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, Aldi got everything.
Aldi's cheap.
For real, though. And
they
you can make
really
your own faux
meat,
and, like, it's really, I don't know. It's not hard for me, like, to be honest, and I feel like I spend way less because fresh produce too is really cheap. Like, people don't realize that. Like,
I don't realize I'm one of those. I'm people.
It's so cheap. Like, I'm telling you, you can go to the grocery store. Like, as a vegan, like, you can go to the grocery store with like $20, and you'll come out with like food for the whole week.
I think I just like
it'll be good.
I think if people were more educated on like cheap meals to make and stuff like that, then like it would be easier.
It definitely
which is what we
would.
have talked about before.
Yes, I'm getting this ebook going, you know, so I can help everybody out, because like I understand how hard it is, especially when you're transitioning and you don't have that type of background, because like, I didn't grow up eating like that. Like my signature meal in my house, like growing up, was meat, rice, something else. And like, maybe some frozen veggies, or maybe a piece of corn, like, or some greens, like we got frozen. We just pulled them out and heat them up, and you eat that. But like, that's all it really was. Like, that's all that it really was. So I didn't really have that sort of background either. But I just like.
How did you learn? How did you pick up on it?
I just taught myself.
Yeah.
Like, I really had to, because I didn't have. Yes, by like trying out shit, because like I've always liked cooking. Like I've always been like in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? Like right there with it. So like cooking wasn't weird for me, but like cooking that way was definitely weird. Like I didn't know what the fuck to make.
See, it's just like I would have that creative blockage. I'd be like, all right, I'm getting tired of eating like bean dip every day. What else can I make?
I was literally eating rice and beans and potatoes. And like I didn't know what the fuck to eat. Like I really didn't know. I'm like, I'm so used to like just let me get a piece of chicken and eat some macaroni with it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like let me get a little salmon and some rice. Yeah. Like, but if I can't eat those things
fish
anymore,
either, right?
Nothing with a face.
I low key. I've been kind of like getting turned off by fish lately, because I'm just like, I see how we treat the oceans and the water now, and I'm just like, honey, I don't know how I feel about
from the ocean. A lot of it's from the pools. They be
they be just
fish.
chemical producing them. Yeah, yep.
Lab fish in the fish farms.
That's crazy. I know, I'm over here like, damn, I had
look it up.
I don't even think about it.
Look it up where your fish come from.
Have you seen that video of fucking Gordon? What is his name? Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, I love him. So crazy ass.
Oh my goodness,
he's so funny.
He's like mentoring these kids in the kitchen or something, and he's like, this is what your chicken nuggets are made out of, and it's just like a bunch of cut up bones and cartilage and shit, and he puts it in the bullet blender, and then he like cooks some. He's like, do you still want it? And then the little chubby kid's like, yeah. I'm that chubby kid. you still want this disgusting creation? I'm just like,
oh no.
You got some barbecue? Is it the spicy or the regular kind?
See, that's what I couldn't do.
Kidding.
Like,
I'm just kidding. Kind of. But like, I don't know. I think just because
chicken nuggets.
Yeah, no.
With the soy. Bitch be hidden.
Those are good.
Little buffalo sauce.
I don't know. But yeah, that's I was telling her, I'm like, that's such a good idea. Like to make a book about, you know, easy transition recipes for people that are, you know, very interested in becoming more consistent and committed with the idea of veganism. So yeah, I was just like, I think that was just an amazing. I was just like, this girl's just full of amazing ideas. I was like, she's so smart. But no, I think that's great because I'm definitely the type of person, and I know so many people who would like be interested in the same exact thing. Yeah, like I know you would because he's very health conscious too. Yes. So no, that's great. That's awesome.
That's what's up.
Alrighty, my dear.
Let them know. Shoot, I meal prep too, and I cater.
Yes, and she also does catering, guys. So like I said, Charmaine Makeda on Instagram. I'm gonna put it in the description of this episode. That way you guys can follow her on Instagram. She also does vegan catering. I tried her vegan mac and cheese a couple weeks ago, and it was so freaking good. Oh my god, I was such a fat ass. I had no shame. I was like, damn. I was like, I know these people. I know. I was like, I know these people are looking at me like, damn, bitch, that's your second place.
She had to get them seconds.
I was like, as soon as we got there, we hadn't even sat down, bro. I hadn't even made my chair warm yet, and I didn't even like. I got up right away, and I'm just like, yo, is anyone gonna eat yet?
I was like, it's still hot.
Literally, I'm like, my bad. I'm like getting too close. I'm like, literally. I was like, it's getting colder by the minute. Is anyone going to be the first one to, like, open that tray and see what's under the hood or what? I'm like, the whole cart right there. I was like, fuck, that shit smells so good. And I had some and it was delicious. It didn't even, like, you couldn't taste the difference. Honestly, I think it tasted better than, like, regular because it stayed fresher longer. Like with some mac and cheeses, it like gets kind of like crusty a little bit when it gets cold, but like hers was just like, it was still creamy. It was, the texture, it was everything. It was so good.
I'm so glad you loved it. Bitch. That makes me feel so good.
That mac and cheese leaves in my mind rent free. Just thinking about it. I'm getting moist right now in my mouth. I'm like, I'm salivating.
You're finna have some more tomorrow. And lasagna.
I've always wanted to do this. Hold on. Moist.
I could not.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna say it one more time. Okay.
So two times for you. Right. Moist.
Never mind. Let me see right here. So like I said, this is my girl right here, guys. So something that her and I have also connected on, that we're also actively working on, is boundaries. Boundaries when it comes to our relationships in family, in friendships, in work environments, or in relationships. Like what the journey on practicing setting those boundaries and what boundaries look like in these certain circumstances, because they look different to everyone. Like boundaries can be like, you're not allowed to, I don't know, I can't hang out with you more than once a week right now because I have to focus on myself right now. Or, you know, whether it's like the family member or someone you're dating, you know, that's setting a boundary. Like, I need my space. Like, we need to live our own lives, you know, respect, stuff like that, you know, boundaries. Well, that's currently the one that I'm working on.
Well, that's good. Right? That's the first step, admitting that you need to work on it.
Right? So I need to work on that shit. That's good. But I guess if you want to, like, add, you know, your background and your experiences with, like, setting boundaries and what that looks like and feels like for you as well.
Yeah, so I used to be really bad at this. Like, I was such a people pleaser, like with my background and like just how I grew up. I always had to say yes to things, like just because I really just didn't have an option to not say yes to things. And like, even like given my background, like besides like in my family, like in roles that I've had, because I've always been in leadership roles, like even when I was younger, like I was a choreographer, like, you know, for high schoolers and middle schoolers. So it was always something. Before that, I was a nanny. So it was like, you know, there was always that, you know, and I always just had to be what everyone wanted me to be. So I feel like I kind of took that, you know, and that was like the way that I was in those professional settings. Like it was the way that I was in like all of my relationships. Like the way I was in those family and professional settings. It was like romantic, it became platonic. Yes, it definitely became a pattern. And I like realized the fact that I couldn't say no to people. Like, and I don't feel bad if I said no.
Like, what would be like your reason for like not wanting to say no? Like your fear and like you're gonna get mad at you, or like you're gonna feel guilty?
Yeah, like, it was like a mixture of it.
No? Yes.
Yeah, so it was like either like they're gonna be mad and I feel bad because I can't like do it.
I would never think that about her. Now knowing who she is now,
I'm
like the girl I know now, the woman I know now, like how she is now. She's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, bye. Sex in the City is on, boy. Get the fuck out my face.
And that's on period. And that's on period. Growth. Okay, that's what we call that. But like, on some real shit though, that was definitely a big one for me. So like, just really learning that it's okay to say no, and like, you know, really just learning like what the fuck I'm gonna deal with, you know, because I feel like the moment you start not honoring your boundaries, you're disrespecting yourself. Like, and that's like, I feel like that's how I got better
and respect.
Yes, exactly. That's how I got better with setting those boundaries. Like, I was like, you know what, fuck this. Like, my feelings come first. I'm the main character. This is my story. Okay. And my feelings come first, because at the end of the day, no one's going to love you like you love you. I always say that. You already know I'm always saying that. Nobody's going to love you like you love you. So you have to always look out for your best interest. And it's not selfish for you to do that. I used to think that was selfish because of my background and, you know, like the way that I was raised and the things that I was told. I thought like that was so selfish of me, but it's really not. And everyone should live that way. And I feel like if everyone did live that way, the world would be a
better place.
Much better place if everyone was just focused on themselves.
People would know not to fucking not to try, what to try. People would just get it.
Yes. And I feel like people would be less offended, because like people are so fucking offended sometimes.
They
like
take everything so personally.
Oh my God.
Everything so personal.
Yes. They take everything so personally. And it's like, if you took the time to, you know, be with yourself, love your own company, and then start setting those boundaries, you would understand that, like, and you wouldn't take it so personally when someone sets one with you. Because people will take that so fucking, and I feel like that is very revealing of someone's character. And it's so revealing on if they need to continue to be a character in this story or not. Because like, if you set that boundary with them and they take that shit personally and they start lashing out, it just says so much about them and their level of maturity. That's like a red flag. And where they are in that journey.
And it shows their dating style.
Oh my God, for real.
Like if it's in a dating circumstance, like that's one thing. Holy shit, these past, honestly, since I've been single, it's been like 3.5 years, I want to say. I've dated like a couple people, not like seriously dated, but like, you know, little flings here and there. And if it's one thing, entanglements. Yes. Thank you, Jada, for that. Like, yes, I had a couple entanglements, but
gotta whisper it.
Yes, entanglements. I had a couple entanglements. That just sounds so childish now when I say it. I can't. How does
the way you got your vibe?
How could Jada Smith say that shit with a straight face? No, I can't even say that shit.
No, but to this day, I stayed thinking that shit. Like when I watched the video, girl, I was crying. I had to rewind it because I missed everything after that.
She was so serious.
I had an entanglement.
I had an entanglement. Like,
she was damn near like Judge Mathis, like rationalizing with everyone.
She was like,
this is what happened. Exhibit A.
If we're being real from my point of view,
entanglement.
They was both wrong. They were both wrong.
Everybody was wrong.
Everyone was wrong. They were both wrong.
The cameraman was wrong.
Bro, honestly,
was wrong.
I was just thinking about that shit the other day. I was just thinking about that shit.
Bitch was wrong.
I'm like, think about how much no recognition. Cameramen don't get enough recognition because they make. If you watch the Kardashians,
it was a zoom in.
If you watch The Office. If you watch the Red Table Talk, these cameramen are petty. They're smart as Those instigators.
Zooming in.
Yeah, I'm undercover.
And Jada be like, so Gammy, tell us about the time you was doing them drugs. And Gammy be like, and then the camera be like,
zooming in like.
It gets me every time. Oh my God.
But no, yeah, if it's one thing, as I was saying, oh my God, I love her. Like,
yeah, right. I don't know why you got us up here.
I know, not for once. Okay, I had enough sleep that I can't actually remember what I was getting at with this.
Okay,
shit,
sleep
right?
schedule.
I know, right? I had 6 hours today.
Hurry up.
6 hours. That's why if you see
6.
me glowing a little
You
extra, it's because I had an
fancy.
extra hour sleep today.
You.
If it's anything that the universe has taught me, because I kept repeating a certain cycle, a certain karmic cycle, I kept repeating it in my dating life. If it's one thing it taught me, it was I had to outgrow a certain dating style that I was used to. And that was a dating style. And I think we talked about this on his podcast, the What's Bracken podcast, which is also on Spotify, guys, and Apple Music or Apple Podcasts. Oh my God. Excuse me. Apple Podcast. I had talked to him about it. I'm like, man, you don't want someone that goes along with everything that you say. No. Like, you know, like you don't want it to be if it's very like cooperative and be like, oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, I love you too. And it's been like such a short amount of time. And that person's just like, yeah, I want a relationship. Whoo, red flag. Like, you don't want someone that's like up your ass all the time, like
so ready.
Yeah, like be like, hey babe, I just hung out with you 3 days a week, like I kind of have to like go back to like working on my life, you know. Like I gotta like I kind of had some goals I was working on before I met you. Can you respect that I need a couple days off from you, you know? Yeah. What I mean? And if they take that shit personal, then like what the fuck? Like, what for? Like, you're allowed to date people and still live your separate lives, still be independent, still, you know, go on about your days, function without each other every single day. Like, yes. I used to be like that. Like, not gonna lie, because that's what I was used to. I was used to like, well, damn, he doesn't want to hang out with me this weekend. Oh my God, did I do something wrong? Like, what did I do? Like, did I say something? Is it because I didn't do my hair a certain way? Is it because I'm not, you know, like I would quickly like be like, oh shit, like what did I do wrong? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, funny enough, when I was single, God kept sending me men that had the same issue as me, that would like think the same thing. If I wanted just a weekend to myself with my girls, like, oh, they would be like, oh, what are you gonna do? Or why did I say something? What's going on? Why are we acting like this? Like, did something happen? I'm just like, damn, no, I still love you. I just want to like, I need some space. Yeah, right. Like, damn, we'll get there eventually when we're with each other every day. Like, but that's like when we're married.
Give it time.
Right? I'm like, we're not married. Like,
be rushing.
Chill. Like, and if you don't trust me to like live my separate life, you know, without you, then like, you know, like I'm not the one for you. I'm sorry.
For
like,
real though.
I'm not. But no, for sure. Like, that's one thing that the universe and God has taught me, was that I needed to switch up my dating style and learn how to set boundaries so that other people knew like not to even take it there. Exactly. Because I wasn't gonna let it get there. Yes. Like, don't. No.
Ooh, okay.
You ain't gonna control me, okay? No.
So before we even take it there.
No.
That's right.
Okay.
Because go there, you don't want to go there. Okay?
Right? No. But yeah, no, definitely with relationships, that has taught me a lot, like how to set boundaries, and early on in the relationship, you know, not catch myself if I notice it getting to that, you know, when we're hanging out too much and it's like, okay, this is too soon. Like,
getting a little codependent up in here.
Yeah, like, codependency. That's what it is. Red flag right there. But also with family, that's something that I know, like, I have had to do like my whole life, because, you know, I'm very big on like generational curses and trauma and toxicity. Like, there's a lot of generational toxicity in my family, like in the women especially, and I feel like I'm the only one in my family that's acknowledged it. And at first it's exhausting, like being the first one to break a certain cycle in your family. It's exhausting. Like,
say it again.
It's like,
you ain't never lied.
It's literally a full-time job. It's a full-time job because you feel obligated to like put in the work for literally everyone. Like
everybody.
Years and years of neglect.
Generations and generations.
That of generational cycles and trauma and toxicity is like falls on you, and you're just playing catch up. Like, damn, now I got all this fucking paperwork on my desk that I gotta work on, because nobody in this damn family decided to fucking change it. Like,
exactly.
Like, for real. So that's one thing that like I know is very common too, setting boundaries with your family. And I guess I just want to know, like, what's your take on, like, what specific, like, not specific, but, like, you know how, like, every boundary is different, like, with your relationships, those kind of boundaries. I guess touching in, like, on family, like, how do you deal with setting boundaries for your family?
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's actually something I'm working on, because I'm the type of person that I just, you know, what did they say? I delete people out of my life.
Yes.
Like, I erase people out of my
too.
life. You know, when I don't deal with no disrespect. Like, I'm not finna deal with that, and I don't deal with like half-ass love either. You know what I'm saying? I know the type of person I am, and I know, like, you know, what loyalty is to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I know what respect is to me, because there's a big difference, like, in my family, because I am different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the black sheep of my family.
Yeah,
like, I do shit differently than other people do. Like, you know, like, I'm a spiritual person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in different things than other people believe, and I just go about life a different type of way.
Yeah.
And that rubs people the wrong way. Sometimes we don't see eye to eye on things. But, like, the thing about me is, like, I don't really give a fuck what nobody else believe. Like, you know, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. Like, I'm going to respect you for whatever it is. Like, I'm not going to cross any lines with you. But, like, do the same for me. Like, don't be saying no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I don't want no slick ass shit.
It's mutual.
Yeah, for real though. And if it doesn't feel mutual, then I'm just not for it, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just like a lot of the shit, the unhealthy coping mechanisms I've learned, you know, that I'm trying to get rid of, and I'm really working on shaking, and like really working on changing. I picked up from a lot of these, you know, relationships I had with certain family members. So that too is a big reason why I'm just so quick to just be like, I gotta cut you off until I get this right. Because I'm not saying like it has to be that way forever. No. But there's so much shit I gotta work on right now. And there's just like, until I get to a certain point, I can't even be.
I know exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, we can't even be like that. You don't even
have to talk, and I'll just know exactly what you mean.
Because I don't like being upset. Like, that's the thing about me. Like, I really don't like, because I used to be a really angry person, and like, I really don't like getting upset. Like, I don't like feeling angry. And if it's just gonna lead to that, why even go there?
Yeah, like don't
even go there.
Don't provoke me.
Yeah.
To be mean.
So it's basically like I either just don't talk to people, or when people do cross my, like, you know, boundaries in my family, like in those certain relationships, because like certain people are just used to like me being there every time they call for every little thing. You know what I'm saying? And just having me jump. I'll tell them, you know, there are things on my plate right now that are taking priority in my life, and I can't do that.
Yeah.
So, and then like, you know, if they try to guilt me, I'll be like, you're taking this very personally. And all I said was, I need to prioritize my own things.
Yeah.
So you can do the same. Like, and that's about it.
If they take it personal, then.
If they take it personal, that's on them.
The problem.
And I'm going to say what I got to say, and that's it. Like, you can feel how you want to feel, but I'm going to still do me. And like I said, you know, I could give you what I could give you. If you want to take that, cool. If not, okay. But like, really, that's what it is. And just not, like, the guilt, don't take that shit off.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't feel guilty. Just don't feel guilty. If I do feel guilty, I shake that shit off, because I know what it's from. You know, I know it's from my past, and I know I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I shouldn't feel guilty.
No,
so
because
like,
you're not wrong.
Exactly.
Not wrong
I know it's not
that.
wrong to set my boundaries. So it's really just doing it.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it, for real. Ain't nothing to it but to do that shit and stand on it.
You
show people how to treat you.
Yeah, yeah.
Show people how to treat you. Sometimes
that's
they gotta
how you
adjust.
teaching people how to treat you.
Because I'm different now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling people. Yeah. And people tell me that shit all the time. Like, you're so different now. And I'm like, thank you so much.
I'm happy.
And now that I am different, I hope you know the approach needs to be different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Say that.
The respect has to be different. Everything is different.
Come at me differently if you know that I'm different now.
Period. If you want to be here. Because that's the thing about being different. You can't take everybody with you, you know? So, don't want to get with it, then get left.
Yep, I completely agree. Yep.
That's on period.
That's been my thing too. When you had just said right now, when you were like, sometimes I just gotta be like, cut it, like drop the curtains and just call it like bye, like cut it off, because you're like, there's some things I'm working on right now and I can't, and when I'm ready, I'll come back to this maybe, you know, like, but like for now, I'm placing this wall, this boundary right now. Stay the fuck over there for now, like until I'm ready. Like
exactly.
Maybe we can like cross each other's lands and maybe talk before we start.
Maybe we can get there,
or maybe I'll fucking bomb your land. I'm just kidding.
Right. Maybe we can get there, maybe not.
But, yeah,
you know. But
no,
for right
that's
now,
definitely, I know exactly what you mean. Like one thing I've always been open about is just like my dynamic relationship with my parents, and I know it's something that's very common because it's something that a lot of people have approached me asking me advice about, which is what kind of started, pushed me to make this podcast, because I never realized how much people had paid attention to like all my little venting sessions.
Yes, the things that you say,
media.
You never know who's watching.
So because you truly never know who's watching you, and there's people that, there's girls that I thought didn't even like me, you know, and people that I didn't even know knew who I was, but I knew them, you know, that would had, you know, slid in my DMs and were just like, hey, I know we don't know each other, but I feel like I can ask you, you know, for your opinion on this, you know, like people asking me about like family stuff, you know. I'm just like, damn, like I never knew how much people paid attention. And that's what kind of like, it made me feel good, because I'm like, wow, these people trust me, like they sensed my character just through my social media, and they feel like they can trust me, and that I value that, and like I want to do something with that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm like, I just, you know, it made me feel like I had a purpose, and and it was
I love that. You do.
Thank you. But yeah, because you know, we all struggle with like finding our purpose, and that's why I've always struggled with my mental health and growing up, just because of the environment that I was in. And if it's one thing that I always struggled with was like, man, why the fuck am I here? You know, like if I don't feel like I fit in with my family, then what do I have left? What's the point? Yeah. You know, if I don't have my family, what's the point? Which is why it was so easy for me to just be like, fuck it all. You know, I struggled with, you know, suicide. You know, I struggled with suicidal, you know, tendencies and all that shit. And so for people to feel like they can trust me and ask me about, hey, can you give me advice on, you know, setting boundaries with my mom's toxic, or my dad's toxic, or my grandpa's homophobic, or, you know, like people asking me all these like specific things. I'm like, damn, like it like warmed my heart, but it broke it at the same time. I'm like, damn, like no one, you know, everyone is going through this shit. You know? And so like, I guess like with mine was just like learning I had to set boundaries with my parents at a very young age. As 17 years old, I basically was like screaming for help, and no one took me serious, to the point where I had to check myself in, you know, to get help, because my own parents weren't helping me. And ever since that, like the day I cried on my parents telling them like I need help, and they literally like didn't believe me, was the day that I'm like, these aren't my parents. Like, you know, like was the day I was like, this is a boundary. Like I need to get out of this house and like start living my life, because I was like withering away and dying slowly, just like living for them and getting nothing back. And it sucks that, you know, sometimes it's your parents that will be the first ones to break your heart. Your parents are your first bullies sometimes, you know, and that's definitely what it is in my story. But it's definitely made me who I am today. And I always tell people, and I also get asked this a lot too, like, how do you forgive people that have hurt you? And I ask them, and I tell them, I'm like, well, how do you feel about yourself right now? And they're like, well, yeah, I'm happy. Like, I was like, what are 5 things that you think people like about you? Because if you ask someone like, oh, what are 5 things you like about yourself? You're just like, oh, fuck, like, I don't know. But if you rephrase the question and you ask someone like, what are 5 things that you think your friends like about you? Why do you think your friends hang out with you? You know, what are your, you know? And people are like, it's different perspective. Like, oh shit, well, I guess I'm there for people. I guess I'm dependable. I guess I'm funny. I guess I'm, you know, they trust me. I'm trustworthy. You know, I guess I'm loyal. And it just opens your perspective. Like, damn, like I may not be the ideal daughter or granddaughter or cousin or niece or whatever to all these toxic family members, but I mean something to these secondhand family members, which are my friends, and it gives you this sense of like awakening. Yeah, it's just like, damn, like if my parents never broke my trust, I would never be such a trustworthy person to my friends. Yeah, you know what I mean? If I could never depend on my parents, then it may turn me into a very dependable friend, a very dependable employee. Oh, I love that. A very dependable like cousin or like mentor, teacher, whatever, So you got to think about it that way, and it's like that's how you forgive the people that hurt you, because you become so proud of who you've become. Like it's turned you into this person. You would have never been this special if it weren't for those people treating you special, because in reality people treat you differently because you're special, not because you're a piece of shit. It's because you're special, and that's how I got and that's so period. I just got because you snapped that shit. You snapped. Thank you. I love you. Oh my god, yes. But right. Thank you. But yeah, so that's why I wanted to ask you for like, your opinion on like, or your feedback on setting boundaries with family members, because guys, like, people are always it doesn't matter. Like I always tell people, it does not matter if that's your family member. Like,
I'm not that one.
Right, neither am I. I'm just like
my
you.
Ex-sister.
I'd be like,
but for real,
they'll be typing like whoever, my sister, my mom will be typing some shit. They're getting ready to say some hurtful shit. I'm just like block. I'm just like I'll
block everybody in a minute.
I'm like bye. I was like, so my DoorDash is almost here. Bye. Like I'm blocked. Like goodbye. So no, guys. Like if you're listening to this and you're struggling with that, like, just don't even give it your time. Like, and honestly, from speaking from experience, if you're the black sheep of the family, I always tell people you're the chosen one. Like, exactly. God, Allah, whoever you believe is in the sky, the universe, they saw something so special in you that they said, this one right here, this one's gonna be the black sheep. She's gonna be the one. She's the strongest one right here. Like she's the one with balls. She's gonna have the biggest balls, the biggest cajonas, right? So to like put an end to this shit, and a new bloodline, a new family tree is gonna grow from this person because they were brave enough to say something. Like enough is enough. So, I lived my whole life being ashamed, being called like overly sensitive. But I'm
girl, like, same.
I'm like, look at me now. Like, look at me now.
Look at you now.
Now being sensitive and being woke is cool now. So now y'all trying to be
the
like
whole time
us.
We're just empathetic, and they just
said we were like overly empathetic.
We just had empathy.
Right.
Who knew?
Right. Who knew being
people
emotionally
are so
intelligent?
Weird. Right. Look at you over there having feelings and shit. Talking about your feelings.
Right. Wow, look at you.
Right. People are weird, bro. People are weird.
Hell yeah. And they'll treat you like the black sheep, and then they'll start doing the same shit that you're doing, or try picking up on, you know exactly what I mean.
Motherfuckers was talking about you in here doing witchcraft, lighting candles and shit.
And now they're over there lighting sage from Costco.
I said, ow.
I thought that was the devil's game. Oh, okay. All right.
I find it real funny. Oh, you motherfuckers rocking my beads and shit now. Talk about this is bloodstone. That I'm like, that's a part of the so-called witchcraft. That stuff I be doing, that's witchcraft too. You and your little bloodstone beads. I be like, oh my god, really?
Reading their fucking horoscopes now.
Right, reading the horoscope.
Everyone's talking about their. I don't.
Making they black eyed peas.
I don't catch feelings because I'm an asparagus.
Yeah, we see you. Not an asparagus.
People always send me this meme. There's this meme. You know those memes of like the guy and girl texting each other on top of their bed? You know the cartoon? Yeah. And it's like the guy was just like, what's your sign? And she's just like, asparagus. Now you're going to tell me you eat pussy from the back? Everybody always tags me in that shit. I'm like, why are you tagging me? Because I'm an Aquarius, or because because of the pussy comment.
No, the sis said, like, listen, fuck the bullshit.
I don't give a fuck if you in a asparagus.
I need to know. I need to know. Don't waste my time.
For real. Oh my god.
Energy.
I ain't even gonna go there.
Energy.
We're not even gonna go right in our room.
Right. We don't wanna. I don't wanna go there. No.
We should never go there.
Period. Yes.
Okay, so I have the next bullet point here. So another thing with, you know, humble tea and what I try to make it based off of is just really focusing on substance.
Yes.
Substance in each other, acknowledging each other's substance. You know, I'm very open. I've always been very open about, like, I like this about you, or like, I love the way you sing, or I love the way you cook, like everything. I'm very open about it. But I'm also very open about accountability, like taking accountability for our own flaws, our own toxic, you know, traits, our own negative, you know, behaviors, you know, everything like that. So I do want to, like, this is one of, like, the closing segments here is I do want to share, you know, accountability, something about ourselves that we would like to actively work on and get better at. Mm-hmm. And I'll go first since you're my guest, you know.
Yes. Right, give me time to think.
That way you can be like, okay, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. I was like, hers is right. I'm just kidding. So I guess mine. I was in between two, but I'll make myself vulnerable here because I love being vulnerable. I find so much power in being vulnerable.
Yes.
Vulnerability is the best teacher ever. I'm a strong believer in that. So I'll be vulnerable. I was indecisive about two, but I'll share both of them because I know it's relatable. Even though I'm a little proud to admit it, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Ain't nobody fucking sucking or paying my bills right now, so it's okay. It's okay.
She said, I pay my own bills. My bills are paid.
I love you. So funny. Go ahead. My bills, man. Hype woman right here. Like, I just need to, like, pay you by the hour so you can come with me on the date.
Walk
like,
through.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
She don't need you
Her
to pay
bills
bills.
Right.
She here because she wants to.
Right. Her bills are paid. Goddamn it.
So I pay my bills.
Oh, she right.
Right. Mm-hmm. Ain't got nobody telling me what to do when to come home or what to eat.
No, that's right.
Okay. So, okay, thing number one, I'll start off with, like, the simpler one. I think it's simpler. I don't know. I guess it depends how you look at it.
More simple.
Right. I think one thing that I know I need to work on is balancing my energies. It's balancing my masculine and my feminine energy. And I was just having a conversation with Danny about this before we started recording. Man, I think because, again, not trying to talk too much about myself, but, like, I think, like, familiar to, like, what you said, I just grew up a certain way that it had made me, like, I had to be strong. Like, I had to be my own dad. I had to be my own mom. I had to be my own mentor. I had to be my own everything, you know, for a long time. My own big sister. I had to be my own everything. Yeah. So with having to play all these roles and be all of them for yourself, it made me very masculine. Not like masculine. Not masculine like.
No, I feel exactly what you're saying,
right, though. Like not masculine.
But
like,
your energy, though.
My energy is very just like.
Take the lead.
I'm my own. Yeah, I'm very like I take the lead. Like, and I'm just like, damn, dude. Like I'm too dominant sometimes, and I feel like it can come off a bit intimidating sometimes, you know, and people take that the wrong way. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I need to become more submissive. I need to be. I can't even say. I can't even say it. I can't. Submissive. I gotta be more submissive.
You're choking on the word and shit. Talking about
I have to be more submissive. So I have to balance out my masculine and my feminine energy more, and catch myself when I'm being a little bit too blunt or too, like I said, masculine. Damn, my phone is going off, man.
Right, phone jumping. Okay.
Not in a good way. Anyways, so yeah, and I guess the second thing would be being a little bit more conscious of my love, because like I'm a sucker for love. Like I love to give love. I love to see love. I love to make love.
You love love.
I love love. Like
yeah.
I love falling in love. I love being in love. I love receiving love. I just love love, and I need to work a little bit more on not daydreaming. I don't focus too much on love, but I daydream about it a lot. And I think it's from like the lack of love I had as a kid growing up. Maybe that's why like I have what do we call it, guys? Mommy or daddy issues or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
Right, whatever they say.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. But I guess like
they said it.
Yeah. I guess that's something that I need to work on, because I get like boy crazy, and then I get like the biggest crushes on girls, and I'm just like, I'd be ready to fucking sign my life away in the first hour of meeting them. I'm like, okay, you're gonna be my soulmate. This is what our kids' names are gonna be. like this is what I wore on
caught
this
up.
day.
We
like,
getting caught up.
Like I was just telling this dude, I was just like, I'd be ready. I'd be like, I seen this meme. They're like, how do y'all fall in love after 3 months? Because you know, motherfuckers that be trying to give you relationship advice be trying to be like, oh well, you shouldn't say I love you after 3 months tops. That's like the limit or some shit. I always hear that shit. It's 3 months, 3. And I'm like, who the fuck falls in love? Who the fuck says, all right, it's been like, we hit the 90th day. It's been 12 weeks. Like, I think I'm ready to say I love you or like whatever. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'd be falling in love after like the first date. I'd be like, damn, like. I was like, and Danny's just like, why do you open that door? Like, why do you open that door? I'm just like,
don't go in there.
I can't help myself. Like, I can't help myself.
She can't help it. The girl can't
people
help
are
it.
gorgeous. Like, people are so fucking gorgeous. Like, how can you not fall in love with them and lust them and like,
it'd be the lust.
That's what I need to
work
work
Is it love or lust?
It's both of them.
See, both of them.
It's both of them.
I think it's lust.
Yeah, I don't know. Nah, I don't know.
I feel like love has to age.
Nah, cause like I've been with guys before that I've only been attracted to, and like I couldn't see myself loving them though.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I feel like sometimes the lust isn't always like sexually. Like, sometimes it's romantically.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I've been in like, because I've gotten caught up not because like he was the most beautiful thing on the planet, but just because like he was just so fucking romantic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit like felt like a fairy tale. You know, of course he was a fraud in the end.
Thinking over here, I'm like, damn, I gotta read my cards again. Never mind.
No, I'm telling you, like, I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's really. Like what is it? What do I say? It's not even the lust. It's the other,
idea
what's the
of,
infatuation. Yeah, that's the other falsehood. Like, sometimes it's not the lust, but it's the infatuation. You know, they get you with that romanticism, and they butter you up and make you feel like you're in a fairy tale or some crazy ass shit like that. Yeah. You know, and sometimes that be what it is. Like, sometimes that's what it is. It's just like the going out and being surprised, and oh, he got me flowers. Oh, he got me a necklace. Like, oh, he pulled up and he got in the bag with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's that gets you caught up, and you think you're in love because they're just stimulating you, you know, and they're stimulating all these parts of you. You know what I'm saying? And then you take in the affection piece. You know, if the sex is bomb, like, it's gonna feel like love.
Yeah,
that shit is,
man. But that's 2 things I need to work on for real, because like I said, I'm a sucker for love. I'll fall in love with you after the first date.
I'll be in love for 3 days.
If anyone who's secretly crushing on me listening to this right now, stay the fuck away from me, okay? I'm doing you a favor. If I'm rejecting you, I'm doing you a favor. Guys think that like, oh, you're a bitch, you're stuck up. I'm like, no, dude. Like, I'm seriously like, you don't want these problems. Like, no, like, I will fall in love with you. Like, stop.
I will be outside your house.
Right? Like, I will
after the second day.
I will write your name in one of my candles. Do not play with me.
In the bushes.
I will carve your name in a candle. Do not fuck with me. Like,
put your name in a jar real quick. No,
I'll write your names 100 times in my journal.
Kidding. I would never.
No, I don't fuck with that shit.
Nah, I would never put your name in a jar.
I don't need to.
I am the spell. I don't cast spells.
Right? Exactly.
Because, baby, I am the spell.
So, tying back to you, baby. What is something that you want to hold yourself accountable for and that you want to actively work on?
Yeah, so something I'm actively working on is, for one, being more social because I am such... You already know this. I don't be coming out my house.
I never got that from you.
Really? Yeah,
you
no.
talk with my friends right away. Like,
yeah. Because I'm a social butterfly. You know what I'm saying? I'm an introvert with extrovert characteristics.
Antisocial extrovert.
Yeah. But, like, I don't really go out like that, to be honest with you. Like, unless it's for work, you know, or like, unless it's for work, I really don't like go out that much. Yeah. So I'm trying to like go out more just for fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to not do that. Like, I'm just like, cause I'm just such an old lady. Like, the other day, it was like, what day was it? It was like, it was probably like a Friday or a Saturday. And I was like just in my bed, you know, watching my little shows, and I had my wine.
Was it that day you're watching Sex in the City?
I think it was. I was just having the time of my life. Like,
I saw you on Snapchat.
I was having the time of my life, and I was watching everybody's snaps. Girl, that's my shit. But like, I was watching everybody's snaps and everybody's stories everywhere, and
everyone's at Black Door.
Girl, I don't even go there. See, that's the thing. I don't even. If I do go out, I'm not gonna go there. No. But like.
If you've been a Black Door, you're immune to Corona.
If that's what you like to do, that's what you like to do. But that ain't for me, baby. So like, I'm not gonna be in no Black Door, baby.
No.
In the back door.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, that's not gonna be me.
You might see me there, but not anymore.
You ain't gonna see me.
Not anymore. I think I'm good.
Vanish. But yeah, like, so I guess that, like, just going out more with my friends just to have fun and just celebrating more because like, I'm such a checklist
There's
person.
so much to celebrate.
Yeah, and I don't celebrate my victories enough. I'm like such a person, like, I'm just so driven.
That's
and
a
like,
part of self-care right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Your own little victories.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'll be if you just organize your closet, celebrate that shit.
Exactly. Like, I just be so go. I'd be like, boom, I got this done. Boom, I got this done. Boom, I got this done. What's next?
Yeah.
What's next? And then it's like one thing don't go right, and I'm like, damn.
I have nothing to celebrate.
Right. Like, I be so mad, and then I just like, I used to struggle with that a lot. I'm better at it now. Like, I'm getting better at it now. But like, really just celebrating all the victories I have, like, and really just taking that time to go out and just have fun. Yes. Like, you know, just like, just like let go of everything. Yeah, and live a little more because I'm just so hyper focused on my dreams and making everything happen that I'm just forgetting that I'm also like, you know, I'm also like in this spot in my life where I know I'm going to look back on this and this is going to be one of like the best parts of my life. Yes. So I know I need to make sure I'm not just, you know, checking off everything on my list. Yeah. And trying to like beat, you know, myself every single time I do something else, like constantly trying to level up. I need to make sure that I'm also celebrating myself as much as I'm leveling up. I need to make sure I'm celebrating every level I'm going up. Yeah. And it's like, it's just, life is too short and I really deserve that shit. Like, and that's something else I have to shake from my back.
Ass off. You work
girl.
Your ass.
Thank you.
I remember when you were doing so much there was at one point this girl was like doing catering, was visiting other people's podcasts, doing interviews, was modeling, put her album out on Apple Music. I'm just like, and I was working the day job. Like, girl, I don't even have time to shave. Like, where do you find the time?
I'm telling you.
So like, but literally like watching you, like, it just always be you and always show yourself. You know, I always tell people, I'm like, you don't know who's, like you said, you don't know what seeds you're planting in people's lives. Because, girl, you planted a seed in mine. And I was just like, literally, when I seen you, like, getting up and going, I'm like, okay, I need to get the fuck up and, like, shake this off. Like, I need to, like, hurry up. Like, not even to, like, be like, because some people look at it as competition. I'm like, hell no.
That was inspiration.
That girl inspired me. Like, she knows it. Like, I'm always like posting you and like how proud I am to be your friend.
You show love. Like, I appreciate the love.
I'm so proud of everyone around me. Like, I was just telling this dude, like, he just added like little things. Like, it makes me so happy. I'm just like, man, fuck yeah, like, good for you. You know, like, it just makes me so happy, and it makes me like, I'm like, okay, like, I need to contribute now to myself and like to my life and the people around me now. Like, I need to haul ass now.
Yes.
So that's really inspiring. Like,
I fuck with that.
I always love that about you.
Oh, thank you.
Snaps for Charmaine.
Thank you. That's
and
what
I
I'm really
appreciate
trying to
you
do.
coming here so much.
Of
So
course.
much. It was super last minute, but like honestly, sometimes
we got it together.
Yeah, we got it.
It don't matter.
Like a few hours,
baby.
You
The
know?
show gonna go on. Okay, like it's all right. Sometimes, listen, be like that. But roll with the punches.
Exactly. Honestly, sometimes I feel like people perform better under procrastination on time. Maybe, maybe.
Under pressure.
Maybe I do.
Yeah, I'm a diamond, so under pressure.
Oh, I like that.
You know what it is.
I like that. I like that a lot.
You know what it is.
What was that one more time?
Right. Let me write that down.
Let me write that down. So when I re-download Tinder, let me rephrase that to a pickup line.
Not re-download Tinder. Throw Tinder away. Throw Tinder away.
That baby, are you water pressure? Because
I'm just kidding. Are you water pressure?
Because you a diamond.
Because you a diamond. Beautiful.
He's like, got that, right?
He's like, go ahead, right? Bitch, I fucked around and wrote it down too. I'm like, I can't forget that shit. That's a song lyric. Wait a minute.
Copyright.
Right. Under pressure.
Baby, you got me under pressure. I'm going to call you
Nah, but for real though. Thank you for having
girl.
me. It was beautiful.
No,
I'm so happy to be here.
You're amazing. So, guys, we are going to wrap it up now. So I just want to say thank you again to everyone who's been listening. And once again, this is my beautiful friend, beautiful music artist, beautiful chef, all in one, entrepreneur, model, anything. She's every woman all in one.
Oh, so sweet.
But anyways,
anything you want to be, and I don't know.
Do it naturally. Oh.
Girl, take it up.
We just be jamming all the time, like
to that verse. But yeah, you be getting
guys, follow my beautiful friend Charmaine Makeda on Instagram. Go ahead and follow her. Show her some love and support. Again, she has like the most beautiful singing voice ever, guys.
Thank you.
Alrighty, guys. Remember, see people as their inner children, guys. All right. Be patient. I mean, let a motherfucker know that you a motherfucker too if you need to. But, don't
let nobody play with you.
Let that be the last resort, okay?
Right.
Don't let nobody play with you. But always be a good person. If you have the power to turn a bad day into a good day, then do it, okay?
Yes.
If someone's trying to fuck with your day, don't let them. If you fuck up your own day. Don't let nobody fuck up your day, okay?
Right.
But yes, we have this superpower where we can alter new energy cycles. So if you have the opportunity to choose kindness, okay?
Every time.
It's not corny. It's called being the stronger person that makes you strong.
Yes, I like that. Be kind.
Right.
But don't let a hoe play with you. But
be kind. Rewind. Don't let your humbleness let motherfuckers play with you. Okay. And on that note.
Right.
Thank you, guys.
And that's the tea on that.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Yes.
Love you.
Bye.